What's up guys, it's RGT85 and I am in a different place. This isn't my normal background. Yes, I have moved into a new place, so I'm getting everything set up, so apologies for the scuffed appearance and the scuffed background, but we're gonna figure all that out. But let's get into the topic at hand today, the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast is an awesome system. I absolutely love the Dreamcast. Such an awesome library of games. You had great Sonic games on there, great Resident Evil games on there, so many awesome ports of PS1 games that were a bit upscaled, so I absolutely love the Dreamcast. But let's be honest, one of the weak points of the Dreamcast was kind of the controller. I honestly didn't think it was too bad, but there seems to be a lot of people out there who just don't really like it. It's kind of like the N64 controller, has a take it or leave it approach to it. Well, the N64 controller of course got a revision by a company called Retro Fighters, and a lot of people were wondering what Retro Fighters was going to do next, because the N64 controller they did was absolutely fantastic. Well, I know what they're doing next. They actually gave me an exclusive on this story, and they are doing a Dreamcast controller. So I want to go over their Kickstarter presentation, show you guys what this Dreamcast controller is all about and why it's probably the ultimate Dreamcast controller. So sit back, relax, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's check out this bad boy.
Hey, RGT85. Hey, Sean.
Oh my God, it's Stevie Richards! So much like the N64 controller that Retro Fighters did, this is definitely a more form-focused controller. As you can see here by the pictures, it is a gorgeous looking controller. It definitely looks a lot more like a modern controller than what the Dreamcast controller looked like. The Dreamcast controller, like I said, I didn't hate it. I thought it was somewhat comfortable, but a lot of people did not like it. And what Retro Fighters is doing is they're definitely improving upon things with this controller. One of the main things they're doing is it's going to have a bigger D-pad. So the Dreamcast controller's D-pad was kind of small, to be honest with you. It was kind of sketch, it was kind of scuffed, but this will have a much bigger D-pad that will be something on like the N64 Retro Fighters controller, so I'm definitely digging that. The controller will also have a cord that goes out of the top as opposed to the bottom, where on the Dreamcast controller the cord was like coming at you. The cord on this will be longer. It'll be 10 feet long and it'll be coming out of the top of the controller. Another big improvement on this controller has to be the triggers on this controller. They've upgraded the triggers on them, made them a bit more stable, made them a bit more clickable, and it's definitely going to be great for all those fighting games that were on the Dreamcast. There were so many awesome fighting games on the Dreamcast, you know, Marvel vs. Capcom and stuff like that, so I'm definitely looking forward to playing those awesome Dreamcast fighting games with a much better controller. Of course, you could always use a fight stick, but I'm garbage with fight sticks. Another great thing about this controller is that it will have full VMU support. The VMU I thought was a really cool, maybe a bit underutilized feature of the Sega Dreamcast, but I really liked it. It was a way for you to store your memory, but it also had like mini games on it. Some games like Dino Crisis on the Dreamcast actually would have your little health meter on there. So I thought it was really neat, and I'm glad that they included VMU and Rumble support with this Dreamcast controller. So this project is seeking only $13,000 to get funded. Now there are some stretch goals. There could be additional stretch. Now this project is only seeking $13,000 to be funded. There are some stretch goals with different colors and things like that, but honestly that $13,000 will probably be hit in the first few hours of this Kickstarter campaign, because like I said, they do awesome work with their controllers. I've always been very pleased with their controllers, and I think they do great stuff. It is worth noting the price is a bit more than the N64 ones. It's $43 for one, $86 for two, with an estimated delivery of around September, October of this year. Now the reason why it's a bit more expensive than the N64 controllers is because this controller was built from the ground up. Unlike the N64 controller, there wasn't a whole bunch of parts that they could use from this, so they actually had to build this from the ground up. But there's a lot of cool little incentives to donate to their Kickstarter. You can do additional goals as well, get more controllers. I personally will maybe only get one or two, but I think it just looks awesome. I think it's going to be an awesome looking controller. It's going to be an awesome feeling controller, because they usually use really high quality parts. The N64 fighter controller was just absolutely amazing. The Brawlers controller, I believe it was called. I absolutely love it. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they're going to do next. All right, so that is the Retro Fighters Dreamcast controller. The Kickstarter campaign is currently live. I uploaded this video right as their Kickstarter campaign went live, so make sure you guys head over there. I've definitely used a lot of Retro Fighters products in the past. They've done an NES controller that I thought was really good. The N64 controller obviously was freaking awesome. So I definitely like these guys, and I definitely think they do good work. I'm usually kind of sketch talking about Kickstarters, but considering I know these guys, I know their quality of work, it's definitely going to be an awesome controller. So check out the link in the description box down below if you want to pick up these Dreamcast controllers. And thanks for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Once again, apologies for the scuffed appearance in the background. We're going to have some cool things going here very soon though, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.